I've been working in the film industry for over a decade, building software for artists, and one of the Python libraries that I've found most useful is QtPy. In this video, we're going to talk about why QtPy can be crucial for your PyQt or PySide application development. Now let's get to the video. So what is QtPy? QtPy is a lightweight abstraction layer that provides a unified interface for two very popular Python GUI frameworks, PyQt and PySide. But what does that really mean? In simple terms, QtPy is a library that allows you to write your code once and have it work for both PySide and PyQt, as well as recent versions of either, without having to rewrite any of your code. Why is that useful? Now let's get into the 3 reasons you should be using QtPy. Number 1, it's perfect for rapid prototyping. With QtPy, you can get straight to rapid prototyping, and you don't have to be married to either PySide or PyQt or a specific version of either of them. You can just install one in your environment and install QtPy and then develop using QtPy. That way you can defer the decision of which one you actually want to release with until you actually go about releasing. This is nice because it allows you to focus on the actual rapid prototyping portion, and that's the fun part. Number 2 is compatibility when sharing code. Let's say that you built a really cool widget and you have 2 different projects that you want to be able to use that widget in, but one uses PySide and one uses PyQt. Well, QtPy is a perfect solution for this. It allows you to just write your imports, and that cool widget that you developed is able to be used in both your PySide and PyQt projects. It's really common in the film industry that we use a lot of different third-party software, and not all of them use the same Python Qt library. Some use PySide, some use PyQt, and they all could be using different versions. And having QtPy there to allow your Python Qt GUI code to work in any one of those third-party packages is super useful. And number 3 is flexibility for future change. The film industry moves really quickly, and your code needs to be as adaptable as possible. It can save your butt to be able to easily switch to a different Python Qt library without having to change your code. Because having to edit hundreds and hundreds of files to use a different Qt library can be horrendous and take hours and hours and hours. And so using something like QtPy can make it so that it's more manageable if you need to do that switch. Switching to using QtPy is future-proofing your code, and it really isn't a lot of work to do that. But I can tell you it has saved my butt multiple times. And that's what you need to know about QtPy. No, this isn't an ad for QtPy. This is just me telling you that QtPy can be super valuable, and I found it super valuable working in the film industry. Thank you for watching. If you got value out of this video, please consider hitting the like button, and if you want to see more, please subscribe. And like all software made for the film industry, we test in production. Thank you, and I'll see you around.